Good evening, guys, and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces. I want to say happy Sunday because it feels like Sunday, like the Bears game was on at 11 o'clock, I think, or whatever this morning. So it felt like Sunday football day instead of Thursday Thanksgiving day. But we ended up, again, I got up a little bit later today too because I went to bed kind of later-ish last night because I stayed up working on the pictures. Actually, I think last night was the latest night that I worked on the pictures for my aunt, which I think I've told you guys too, that I had finished scanning all of the like the really old like black and white photos of, like my great grandparents and stuff like that, like my grandma when she was little, like those kind of pictures that I told you guys I was doing my, like organizing my aunt's photos, like months ago. I started doing it and I finished organizing them back in like June, but I held on to them because I wanted to still scan some of them, like, and have digital copies of them. But there was a whole issue with the scanner, plus too, we've been doing all the projects and stuff like that. So, but the thing was that the scanner that we had wasn't compatible with my Mac. And so, like with Apple software and stuff like that, so I had to use somebody else's computer. So thankfully Jack has been nice enough to let me use his computer, but I've been using it at night to like not take away from him being able to use it really. So I've been working on those at night, and I finished all the old ones last night, the ones that I definitely wanted to have. So I finished those, but I stayed up late to finish them last night. So I was like pretty tired today. Woke up, and shortly after that the Bears game started. Then we were here for a little while, I think a little up till a little past halftime. Then we left to go to my aunt's house, and then we ended up finishing watching the Bears game there, which was like so weird because like one, we were in the car. I actually was watching it on my phone in the car, and I was like, wow, this is like disappointing, like we're not gonna win this game. And then, you know, it like, the thing is, guys, with the Bears this season, they find a different way to lose every single week. Like, it was funny too, because my cousin, my aunt was like asking, like, she wasn't really like entirely like watching the game, but like my aunt had asked, she's like, oh, how are the Bears doing? Like, he's like, well, it looks like they're gonna win, because like it looked like we were going to. And I was like, oh, don't say that, you're gonna jinx it. And sure enough, like I said, the Bears find another way to lose, like ruined my Thanksgiving. Ended up having a really good Thanksgiving though. It was kind of small, like my uncle and aunt and like their kids, they came just for dessert. So it was only like really like 2 families, and like then my aunt who's like my grandma's sister. So it was like my aunt who's her daughter, which I think I explained this yesterday. It's kind of confusing. Also, I feel like I have like bags under my eyes because I feel like I'm very tired right now, or maybe it's just the makeup and like it's running now or something like that, or maybe it's also really bad lighting. But yeah, I look tired. Oh my goodness. Like, I didn't really notice that until just now. Anyways though, I also, Jack, I honestly think I might have some cat allergy possibly. This is like the second time, I don't think it was last Easter, but the one Easter my aunt hosted, like she normally hosts Easter and she sometimes does Thanksgiving as well. But she ended up, there was one Easter where like her cats, they have 2 cats, and they normally don't come out at like family parties and stuff like that really all that often. But that one Easter, I remember one of her cats, her long-haired cat, was out and like was just kind of like walking around, hanging around with people, like everybody was petting him and stuff like that. And I remember I came home and my nose was like all stuffed up, and I feel like that's it too. Like, I feel like it's just my nose is like stuffed up, like it's allergies, and my eyes look, it honestly could be that. It might not even be that I'm tired, it might just be like allergic reaction to the cats. But today though, her cat came out, and I felt like it was because there wasn't that many people there. Like, they have, like I said, 2, and the one normally never comes out, and then the other one will, like, sometimes you'll see him, like he just kind of like walks through, like checks the perimeter to like see who's here, and then he'll be like, this is too many people, and then leave. But because there wasn't like as many people there today, I feel like he wanted to stay, and he came up and he laid on the arm of the couch right next to me and had me pet him. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute, because like I said, he like never comes around. Like, the only time I think I ever really like pet him, like where he like wanted to be pet and like wanted to stay around, was I went over to my aunt and uncle's house one year. Me and my cousin went like Black Friday shopping right after Thanksgiving, and then we ended up coming back like, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that, or like midnight or whatever. We went back over to their house, and like the cat was out, and I remember being like, oh, he like loves being pet, but normally he would never come out because there's all these people. Like, it was just me that was there that was like not normally in the house. I think it was that year and like that same cat, but yeah, so he was out, and I think that that could have been why that, like, it's actually allergies. It's not like, I think I have a slight allergies to dogs too, but like because I have them and they sleep in my blankets. Charlie, are you supposed to be there? Charlie. He's pretending like he's sleeping, that he doesn't have to listen to me. You're not supposed to lay there. You're supposed to lay over here where Bravo is, on this side of the pillows. On your blanket. You're not on your blanket. You're on my blanket. Look at him. He's like, Kayla, get that camera out of my face. Anyways, yeah. So I think sometimes when the dogs do like sleep up where they're not supposed to, like on my pillows and stuff like that, I do tend to get a little bit more sneezy, like, and I'm kind of noticing that a little bit right now. Like Jack too, he was all kinds of stuffed up, and he's like, I don't think I'm getting sick, but I think I'm just really sneezy. Anyways, so I don't know, because it's weird. It normally is not when I'm around the cat. Like, it seems like it's afterwards, and that was the same thing with Jack too. Like, he was like, once he came back, he was like, oh, I feel like my nose is all stuffed up, like, you know, like more it was like allergies than like it. But again, too, not noticing it in the moment when it happens either too. I don't know if that's like normal or not, for like you to not have like an immediate reaction if you have like a pet allergy, but to have it like afterwards, like I said. Or it could be I'm tired too, and it's just I have bags under my eyes and my nose is just stuffed up anyway, because it happens a lot. But like I was telling you guys too, so for Thanksgiving it was like just like our family, and then it was my aunt, who's again my grandma's sister, and then her daughter was the one that was hosting Thanksgiving, along with her husband was there, and then her 2 kids, and then her daughter's like husband. I was gonna say her daughter's son-in-law, but no, it's her son-in-law. So that was who was there. And then my uncle, who's my grandma's sister's son, he was there with like my aunt and then my other 4 cousins for like dessert afterwards. So we ended up doing, it was fun though, like getting to watch, like just like hang out, watch football and stuff like that. Like it kind of feels like, I don't know, like a different kind of atmosphere too when it's like a smaller, more like intimate kind of like party. Like, because I remember that there was one year we did that, but like I think one of my cousins wasn't there, and then my other cousin, her husband, wasn't there that year. It was even smaller than like this year, but I remember like we sat like at the dining table, we like played games and like stuff like that, because like I mean normally we do that anyway, like even when it's a big group and stuff like that, but like a lot of times I tend to sit it out because I don't really like to play like a lot of games if it's like a really big group of people, because I feel like I'm always embarrassed, like if I do one thing wrong then I screw the whole game up for like everybody. But like when it's just like a small group of people, it's like, oh okay, like, you know, or if I know the game really well, because sometimes I play games that like I kind of like I know, but like I don't know really well, if that makes sense. But the ones that my aunt had that year were like good games, like I don't know if that also makes sense, but like just ones that I would like enjoy like playing and like knew and was like well versed in them, I guess, kind of. So I felt comfortable like joining in. But yeah, so like, but that was the kind of thing, like I kind of liked that one year, like that Thanksgiving, and it kind of felt like that a little bit this year as well. Like it was just kind of like small little Thanksgiving kind of thing. Like again too, even I was telling you guys, my other aunt, who's my great grandma's sister's daughter, like she was my grandma's cousin, like sometimes she comes to even like Thanksgiving or like Easter. I don't think she'd really come to Easter, but like Christmas parties, like that kind of stuff, but she didn't end up coming. So like you might end up adding more people and stuff like that too, like sometimes then there's like another aunt or, you know, like something like that too or whatever. But it was just like kind of fun too, because like the dynamic, I don't want to say the dynamic is different, but like I get to like talk with more people that I normally wouldn't if there was like, it was like a bigger group of people, if that makes sense too. Like my cousin, like I was talking with both my cousins too, because they were like sitting in the living room, like because we were watching the football game. So like I was talking and conversing with them a lot more, I felt like, than sometimes I do, just because we were, you know, like in, like it was like a smaller group. Like there wasn't people as spread out, because a lot of times when that happens, like on Easter, because it'll be like my uncle's side of the family as well, like so that's like my aunt's husband's side of the family, like they'll come like to Easter and stuff like that, and normally there's so many people that like they spread out and like they're in the dining room and the living room, instead of like we were all just kind of in the family room kitchen area kind of. So it was like we all still got to like be involved in the whole conversation of the day and what was going on, instead of like, oh, some people are over here talking about this, and then there's other groups of people, and then, you know, there's like another group of people, and sometimes people will be outside. Like on Easter there's so many people that's so spread out, so it's like I like that kind of, when it's just like, it just kind of feels like we're just hanging out, you know. But the food was really good. My cousin too, he made like a really good like vegetable dip, and I was like, that's so good. And then I think my mom asked what the recipe was, or maybe my aunt asked what the recipe was, and he was like, oh yeah, like it was just my mom's recipe, like I just made it. It was her recipe. And then we were like, oh yeah, it kind of tastes a little similar, you know. But it was really good. Like the food was all really good and everything like that. So anyways, I am going to take a shower and get to bed. I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give the gold thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.